Hi guys, it's Mary Ellen. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. Today I'm going to be talking about all the things that I wish I knew before I started planning. So if you're interested in seeing that, keep watching. Okay, so number one, I wish I knew that I did not need to buy all the things. I know that's crazy coming from an influencer where part of my job is to get you to buy things. But I think this is important to know that you don't need everything to start planning. First of all, your planner is supposed to be functional. So you can start without any stickers, without any washi tape, without anything at all, and just start writing in your planner. That's the first thing. But I recognize that if you're watching this video, you are a decorative planner or you'd like to be a decorative planner. So my advice to you is to start small. Get the necessary things and then go from there. Because here's the thing, your style is going to grow and change as you go along. What you might think is really cool now, a year from now, you're going to be like, why did I ever like that? So you don't want to buy every single sticker book out there. You don't want to buy every single roll of washi tape. I know it's so tempting. Like, I'm telling you this because I made that mistake in the beginning. I spent so much money. And luckily, I'm still using all that stuff, and it is fun to buy, and it is fun to shop, and that's part of the fun of this hobby, to be honest, is just kind of seeing what new products are out there and all of that. But I will tell you that you don't need everything to start. You really, really don't need everything. So I will link up here a video that I talk about, like my planner essentials, that all the things that I think are necessary to start planning. And it is really pretty basic what you need. Basically, you need scissors, which you probably have already, right? You need a sticker book. You need a pen. And really, honestly, that's it. Washi tape is nice. Like an X-Acto knife is nice. Like a paper trimmer, some scrapbook paper, but you don't need all that to begin. So if you're like just a beginner, just keep that in mind that your style is going to change, the way you plan is going to change, and they are always coming out with new products. So don't feel pressured to buy it all in the beginning. That being said, I know it's difficult because I am the one who likes to buy all the things, but just keep that in mind. Of course, if you want to buy all the things, go right ahead, but just keep in mind that you don't need everything. If I were starting out right now and I was confused, because let's face it, the number of Happy Planner sticker books out there is insane. Like, there are so many. I would recommend that you get a Colorful Boxes book, which is a basic sticker book that has a bunch of boxes in it, and then a few sticker books that are themed. And I like these because you can take that one sticker book and you can make a spread out of it without using any other sticker books. So what I mean by this is there are different types of sticker books. Some are very functional and just have a lot of like stickers that like take out the trash or like appointment, stuff like that. Some are like letters, there's all different kinds, and I know it gets confusing. So take, for example, the Girl Power sticker book right here. This is what I'm talking about. It's going to have boxes, it's going to have decorative stuff, it's going to have some like icons, some quotes, and stuff like that. So you have a little bit of everything in here so that you can just take this sticker book and make your spread. I like these for beginners because it just makes it easy and you don't have to like go into a whole bunch of different sticker books to make one spread. Because I know when I was starting out, I had maybe 8 sticker books that I got right away, and I was so confused, like flipping through these sticker books, how to combine them all to make a spread. But these types of books make it super easy, and you don't have to like think about it, and you don't have to match colors in other books. Another example might be like the new Marabou Design sticker book. Everything's in here and it's going to look cute no matter really what you do on your page. Another one is like Good Vibes. So you see what I mean? The Color Story sticker books are also really good for this, and they have like a bunch of different themes in them so that you can make 4 different spreads that look completely different, and it's all combined there for you. So check out the Color Story books as well. Number 2, don't pre-plan too much. And I don't mean functionally, I mean decoratively. You can certainly functionally pre-plan by using sticky notes and using a pencil. But my advice to you is don't create a whole bunch of decorative spreads ahead of time. So I have talked to some people who, have planned months in advance and their spreads are all done. And I was guilty of this in the beginning too, because you get so excited because you're in this new hobby and you're like looking at all your sticker books and you just want to create, right? You want to really delve deep into the hobby right away. There's a couple problems with that though. So the first problem is your style is going to change. And this is inevitable. Your style is going to change the more people you interact with, the more spreads you see online, the more you try different things in your planner. So if you create like 3 months worth of spreads, 2 months from now, you might be looking at it and going, oh no, like, why did I do all this? Because you're going to be stuck with that spread that you might not like at that point. It might not be your style then. Also, you're going to get better at this. So when you first start out, like you're still figuring out where to put stickers and how to make it look good, but you're going to start liking your spreads more and more as the weeks go on. And if you plan it all in the beginning, then you're going to be stuck with those spreads and you're going to be wanting to buy a new planner and create new spreads. So another thing is your schedule's probably going to change. So you don't know really what's going to happen 3 months from now or 2 months from now or even a month from now. You could be invited to some big wedding or party or something big in your life can change and happen, and you're going to want to like make a spread surrounding that, or you're going to want to have like a special day where you have like a big box on it. So I like to kind of plan knowing what's coming. So that's another reason why it's probably not a great idea to plan too far in advance. Another thing is there's going to be new releases. Yes, there's always new releases of planner products, whether it be Happy Planner or another brand. There's always going to be new fun things that come out. And I don't know about you, but I like to use my new stickers. So if you're going to buy a new sticker book in the future, you might want to wait and then plan with that sticker book because you're going to want to use that new stuff. Another thing is if you plan months in advance now, and it takes you, say, like a week or two to make all these spreads, well, then what happens after that? What are you going to do then? So your new hobby that you're super excited about, all of a sudden, you're stuck. You can't do anything else because you've already created all those spreads. And then you want to create like further down the line, which isn't a good idea. So take a little bit of time each week and work on this hobby. And I promise you, it's going to be a better experience for you. Okay, number 3, and this is one I got really stuck on in the beginning. The stickers that you put in your planner don't have to match the exact size of your planner. I got really stuck on this because I use a big Happy Planner. So right away I was like, nope, I have a big planner. I need big stickers. I need boxes that fit exactly in the boxes because that is the size of my planner. So I need that size. That is not true. You don't need that size. You can use any size sticker in any planner. I say this all the time and I mean it because I buy all the sticker books. I buy the mini and the classic and the big, and I use them all in my big. I use them on my classic. And when I plan in the mini, I use them in my mini. So I really didn't realize that in the beginning. And I went searching on Etsy for like box stickers for the big Happy Planner to fit right in that box and everything. And then I realized down the line that that is just something that you don't need to do. So if you keep watching my videos, you will realize that you can just keep sticking stickers down like anywhere in your planner, and it doesn't matter the size, and you're going to see that I don't put them exactly in the box usually. And you can do that. And they do make some, like if you use a big Happy Planner, they do make some sticker books for that. But I kind of don't like it when it's exactly in the box. Not always, So just keep that in mind, that just because you don't have a classic Happy Planner doesn't mean you can't use a regular classic size sticker book. Just because you don't have a big planner doesn't mean you can't use those big sizes. Number 4, your planner doesn't have to look like anyone else's planner. Your planner does not have to look like anyone else's planner. In fact, it's preferable if it doesn't look like anyone else's planner. Everyone's so different, right? Seriously, everyone is different. Some people like to use kits, and like some people like to put tons and tons of stickers on their pages. Some people plan minimally. Some people like to cut things out and paste them in their planner. Some people like to do art in their planner. Some people just like to write in it and don't use stickers. It's just such a personal thing. And I know it's very easy to get caught up in like looking at Instagram photos or watching Plan With Me videos and see these people and their beautiful spreads, and you think, that's gorgeous. I want mine to look just like that. And there's certainly nothing wrong with getting inspiration, because obviously, like, that's what I'm here for. I'm trying to teach you how to plan. But when I'm teaching you how to plan, I'm not necessarily teaching you, I'm trying anyway, not to teach you how to plan exactly like me. I'm like giving you ideas to take and then create your own type of planning. So it really is so different for everyone. Don't get caught up in the comparison game. Don't think that your planner has to look like someone else's. And also don't think that your planner has to be as beautiful as someone else's right off the bat, because I will say my beginning spreads are like not that great. It takes practice. It takes practice, and that's kind of the fun of it. I had people telling me on Instagram that they were going to delete their previous photos that they posted of their planner. And when someone, because they didn't like it and they wanted to start fresh on Instagram. And what I tell people all the time is, do not do that. Don't delete your old stuff, because for me, and I don't like get rid of my old spreads either, because for me, the fun of it is going back and looking at the way I used to plan, looking how my style has changed, seeing how much I've improved over the years, because it makes me feel good. Even in my Instagram, sometimes I'll scroll all the way to the bottom of my Instagram feed and look at my first photos. And it makes me feel more accomplished and happier, like to look at how far I've come, instead of like everything has to be perfect, because it doesn't have to be perfect. You guys, it's not going to be perfect, okay? And it doesn't need to be. It's all for the fun of it, and it's all to help you be functional. So just realize that your planner style doesn't have to look like anyone else's stuff. Just do what you like, and even if you post stuff online, like just do what you like. If you like, pets in every spread, do it. If you like strawberry shortcake, or like, I don't know, ghosts, like put it in your planner. Like, you do you. Like, you do you. Do what you want. There's nothing wrong, of course, with copying a spread or getting inspiration or something like that. I'm not saying that at all. If you do post that, though, you really need to give credit to the person you got the inspiration from. Like, don't copy and then post it and pretend it's your own. Don't do that. But like, it's also fun to create new things yourself. So just keep that in mind. Try not to compare yourself. You are going to get better. You are going to improve. And also, as far as like handwriting goes, listen, I've said this before, like, your handwriting is a reflection of you. And yes, practicing handwriting can improve it and it can look better. But keep in mind that like, you are unique, and that your handwriting is unique to you. And that when you are long gone and your planner is still sitting around here and your loved ones are going through that planner, they're going to see your handwriting and they're going to cherish that. So keep that in mind. Like, it's not, it is about being functional. It is not necessarily about having the most beautiful handwriting on the block. I've had people tell me all the time that they're afraid to write in their planner because they don't want to mess it up. Don't do that. I mean, if you want to, hey, like I said, you do you. If you want to like just make your planner a sticker book, I don't have any problem with that. Like, whatever you want to do with your planner is your business. But I will say, try not to be afraid to write in it for fear of messing it up, because the whole point of having a planner is to use it. So, if you practice your handwriting, that will get better as well. Anyway, I just went on a rant. On to number 5. Number 5, don't beat yourself up if you miss days or weeks in your planner. If you decorate it and don't write in it one week, if you don't decorate it and write in it one week, if you don't decorate it and don't write in it one week, or 1 month or whatever, please do not put pressure on yourself. Don't feel like a failure. I have weeks that I don't write in my planner, and I've shown those when I do flip throughs. I Try not to fake it. Now, that being said, I do back plan a lot for my own purposes, and I try to tell you when I do that as well. But there have been weeks where I just don't write in it. And it's either because I'm super busy or because something emotional is going on in my life and I just feel like I can't do it. And that's okay. If you feel like you can't get in your planner this week, do not force it. The planner is for you and it's for nobody else but you. So if you need a break from it 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever, if you need a break from it, totally fine. Take a break and then try to get back into it later. I think in the beginning, if I didn't write, on a week or a day, like I felt like, like I was failing at this. I felt like it wasn't working for me. But what I wish I could tell myself now, back then, is no one's perfect. Nobody's perfect. No one is going to fill out their planner every day, every week, every month, every year for the rest of their lives. Now, maybe there are a few people that will do that. I don't know, but I'm not one of them. And you don't need to be one of them either. So it takes a while to create a habit. And once in a while, you will get out of that habit and you will not write in it a week. And not just because there's something emotional going on and not just because you're busy, but sometimes you just don't feel like it or you forget. And because it takes a while to build a habit. So don't beat yourself up. Just try to jump back into it the next week. So just do the best you can and realize that even people like me who this is my job to tell you how to plan, even people like me, I don't always fill out every day in my planner and I'm okay with that. I'm okay. And then when I feel like I can or when I want to, I jump back in. When you're just starting out, just try to realize that you're not perfect. You're not going to be perfect and no one is perfect. So it's okay. Number 6 is about organizing your planner. So I do have a video on organizing your planner and where to put certain things and stuff like that. I'll link it up there. But what I want to tell you, when you start out, you don't know necessarily how it's going to work. So if you start out with a certain layout, say you get a vertical, 3 months down the line, you're still struggling trying to make the vertical work for you. At that point, maybe you want to switch to a dashboard or a horizontal or another type of planner completely. It's okay to switch it up later if you need to. But what I wish I knew in the beginning was that the way I organize my planner and the layout I use it's not written in stone. It's going to evolve and change as you figure it out. So when I first started planning, and I actually had a plum paper planner, and I went online looking, that's how I discovered this hobby, by the way. I went online looking for tips on how to organize it, where to write certain things, do I need other sheets with lists, how do I organize it? And because I have always been a person who is 0% or 100%, right? I've changed a lot since I started planning though, like I was just talking about. And so I was 100% gotta organize it and it's gotta be perfect right off the bat. I have to know where everything goes and I'm gonna put this in this block and this in this block. And it's going to change. You're going to figure it out as you go along. So don't let the fear of not organizing it correctly, stop you from writing in it. Because if you're a perfectionist like me, you have that tendency that you want it to be perfect and you want to know exactly where everything's going to go before you write in it. I've had planners in the past where I couldn't write in it for a month or 2 months or 3 months or forever because I couldn't figure out how I wanted to organize it perfectly. So I'm here to tell you, just write in it. Just write in it. Don't get caught up in how exactly you want to organize it. You can try to organize it in a certain way, but try not to make that stop you from writing in it. Try not to let it stress you out either. In the beginning, I was really stressed. Where do I put stuff? Where do I write stuff? How do I do this? Just start. I'm here to tell you, it is okay to just start. Just write. Just write. And over time, you're going to know what's working for you and what's not. So write it wherever you want to write it now. If this week it's not working, then next week, try something different. The following week, try something different if that's not working for you. So it's growing and changing all the time. Just start. That is my advice to you. Don't get caught up in perfection. Just begin. And you're going to figure it out as you go along. I promise you. All right, number 7. I wish I knew about undo and wax paper when I started. So undo is this handy little jar, my magic elixir, I call it. It's something that you put on the page and it will pull up your stickers. It's scary though. That's why I didn't use it in the beginning. You basically like kind of pour it on your page and then you lift up the sticker with this or with like a palette knife or anything really. And then you can pull it up without damaging your page. It won't rip the sticker, it won't rip your page. So sometimes you just place the sticker wrong. You can pull it up. Don't feel like you need to keep it there. I ripped a lot of stickers in the beginning because I didn't want to use this. I knew what this was and I hesitated and I didn't want to use it. I was like stubborn, like that's not going to work, or like I just didn't feel like it. I didn't want to learn about it. But now I use it all the time. Another good thing that I don't do, but a lot of people use, is wax paper. So I think that would be really especially helpful in the beginning. And I kind of wish I knew that in the very beginning. Like now I don't use it because I just don't, I prefer not to. Like it's noisy in my videos and like I like to live on the edge, you guys. But when I was first starting this hobby, I would put my stickers down and then want to take them up and put them down and take them up and put them down and take them up. And if I had had wax paper when I was starting out, I think that would have been like really, really helpful for me because you can put the sticker on and then move it around to see where on your page it's going to go. They also make sticker planner guides from the Happy Planner that are good as well, and they actually are like the same layout as your page and they clip right into your planner, and you can do the whole layout on there and then take the plastic sheets off and then put the stickers down. And I think I have a video on that. I'll try to find that for you and link it here, but those are really helpful as well. Wax paper will do the same thing. It's just a little more like wobbly, a little harder to work with, but that will do the same thing. So if I could tell myself that in the beginning, that would have saved me a lot of time and heartache when I ripped favorite stickers. Number 8, don't be afraid to change up your stickers. Don't be afraid to cut your stickers into what you need them to be. Don't be afraid to color your stickers. Don't be afraid to change them up. You don't have to use the stickers exactly as they come out of the book. Like you just don't need to do that. If it's not working for you, change it. You can draw on them. You can color them. You can rip them up. You can cut them in half. You can do whatever you want. Just change them to what you want them to be. And I think I didn't really do too much of that in the beginning. Maybe like as I went along, I learned that, but not in the very beginning. I was kind of like, oh, I have this sticker. I need to put it down as the sticker, but you don't have to. Switch it up. And if you watch my videos, you will see I do that all the time. So don't be afraid to transform your stickers into what you want them to be. There's a lot of free ways to use your planner. If you are on a limited budget, there are a lot of free ways to make your planner cute, and I'm going to do a video on this. I keep thinking about doing that video. I just haven't done it yet, but there are a lot of different things you can put in your planner besides just putting down stickers. And I think if you watch my videos, you'll realize that. You can print pictures off the internet. You can rip paper up. You can rip up old books. You can doodle. You can use like cheap washi tape, or you can use markers. You can use rubber stamps. There's a lot of different ways to make your planner pretty that don't require stickers. And like, I think if I had incorporated more of those in the beginning, I think it would have been more fun for me and also maybe would have saved me some money. So like, don't be afraid to put other types of media into your planner. It doesn't always have to just be stickers. So keep that in mind. So number 10 is kind of personal to me. I've done this from the beginning, so it's not really something that I wish I knew, but it's something I didn't know when I started planning. So what I didn't know is how much writing out a gratitude list every week in my planner would actually change my life. I know this sounds silly, and I know it sounds kind of like in the clouds, but I'm telling you, it has made such a difference. And if you've been watching a while, you probably know my story. I lost my husband in 2018, and I started planning while I was taking care of him. He had ALS. He was very, very sick. And so that's one of the reasons I picked up a planner, was I needed to organize like our nurse visits, his medications, all that kind of stuff. And I felt like I needed to write it all down, and that's why I started doing this. So I had heard that writing a gratitude list every day or every week could, make a difference in your life, but I never really bought into it. I was just kind of like, well, I'll start writing gratitude lists because they tell you to do it. So I'll do it, whatever. I was in a really dark place at that time. So I didn't really have high hopes that it was going to make any big difference in my life. But what I'm here to tell you is that writing down things you're grateful for day after day, week after week, month after month, and I don't do it every day. Sometimes I do it during the week as well, but I always have one on every spread. If you continue with that practice, it will actually train your brain into thinking differently. If this isn't something that you do right now, you probably think this sounds really ridiculous. I know because I used to think the same thing, but I'm here to tell you that it has made such a difference in my mental health and my attitude over the years. Now, when I am going through a hard time, what I do immediately in my head is think of things I'm grateful for. And I think the reason is that I'm writing it down every week. I might be writing things that happened in my life that week that I'm grateful for. I might be writing things down that make me happy, like puppies and sunsets, I might be writing down the people in my life that I'm grateful for, or the situations, or even the fact that I can breathe and I can walk and I can talk. These things that we take for granted, if you're writing them down in your planner, it's going to change your mindset. I know this isn't really a planning tip or anything like that, but I really wanted to include it in this video because I want to get the word out to people that I think it's a really good practice and that I think that it's going to make a difference in your life. And one of the things that I really have tried to do over the years is make a difference in people's lives. And at this point, I do have a pretty big platform, and I like to share little tidbits with people that might make such a small difference in their life or help them out in some way, because I think that's super important and makes me feel good. So that's what I'm doing here. Try to write down what you're grateful for every week, and I promise you it's going to make a difference in your life. That's Benny back there. I wish I knew how much daily planning would change my life. And I did not start daily planning regularly until probably this year. Right now, I use daily sheets pretty much every day, and I did not do that until probably this year. I use them occasionally, but planning out my day has made such a difference. Now, I don't always use stickers on my daily sheets. There are a couple videos I have where I decorate my daily sheets ahead of time. I don't always do that. Sometimes I scribble on a daily sheet from the Happy Planner or just a piece of paper. But planning out my day has made such a difference in how productive I am in my work. I don't plan out my days on my weekends. I probably should, so I could get more personal stuff done, but it's helped me organize my work life and be more productive. So I wish I knew that then, because that would have helped me out. But now I know, and I am all for daily planning at this point. Okay, so those are my 10 things I wish I knew when I started planning. And there are so many other things I could have included in this video, like the fact that everyone likes different pens and what works for someone might not work for someone else. Or the fact that there's something called a crocodile punch that helps you punch holes rather than use the big Happy Planner punch. Or the fact that stamping on a pad helps to make the stamp more clear. Or there's so many little tips. Wow, they're hissing out there. There's so many little tips I have, but these were the big ones that I thought of. I think the main takeaway here is that everyone is individual, and try not to be discouraged by what your planner looks like in your first few spreads or first few months of planning. You're going to improve, you're going to start liking what you do, and it's going to be more fun. So try not to take it too seriously in the beginning. Really, really, really try not to. Don't think you have to be perfect. Just have fun with it, see what you can create, and I promise you, your planner is going to change your life like it did mine. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.